If you're looking for an adventurous day trip not so far from Kampot, the Bokor National Park should be your #1 pick. The top of Bokor Mountain reaches a height of 1048 meters above sea level, and that is where you can find historical sites as Le Bokor Palace, Bokor Church, and Damnak Sla Khmao. Beside Bokor Hill Station, the park is home to the Popokoville waterfall and provides great panoramic views over both the Gulf of Thailand and the entire Kampot province. For those who want to add Bokor to their list of things to do in Kampot, don't look any further. This guide contains everything you need to know about visiting Bokor Mountain in Cambodia. A guide to Bokor National Park vertical bar. The absolute best things to see and do. Join a Bokor National Park tour. In the city center of Kampot, you can find a few tourist offices that offer tours of the main attractions in Kampot. One of them is a tour of the Preah Monivong National Park. Most of these tours bring you along Bokor Hill Station, Wat Sampov Pram, and the Lok Ye Mao Monument. A trip from Kampot to Bokor Hill is usually combined with a sunset cruise on the Kampot River. Visiting the national park takes around 5-6 hours and costs $8 per person, and you get transported by a minivan. What to see and do in Bokor National Park. The Preah Monivong National Park in Kampot, Cambodia is rich in history and is one of the things you have to experience while visiting Kampot. This guide provides all the information you need when it comes to visiting the Bokor National Park. #1 Damnak Sla Khmao. The Black Palace is located at the beginning of the Preah Monivong National Park. Damnak Sla Khmao, which is the original name, was built as a summer residence for King Sihanouk and was used between the 50s and 60s. Nowadays, the palace is abandoned and the ruins are taken over by nature. The structure has fallen into decay and is covered with beautiful pieces of graffiti. The palace itself is a perfect viewpoint to see the surrounding Bokor Hill and is home to hundreds of butterflies. When exploring the ruins, keep an eye open for the surrounding jungle. You never know what kind of animal or insect might cross your path. #2 Lok Ye Mao Monument. On the other side of the road at Bokor Mountain, you see an enormous monument. The 29 meters high Lok Ye Mao Monument is known as a goddess in Buddhist culture, and locals still come here to pray. Legend says that Lok Ye Mao was the protector of the mountains and coastal area of Cambodia. #3 Wat Sampov Pram. The top of Bokor Hill Station reaches a height of 1048 meters above sea level, and that is where you find Wat Sampov Pram. The pagoda that was built by King Monivong is the highest pagoda in Cambodia. On a clear day, you get rewarded with stunning views over the Gulf of Thailand and the Preah Monivong National Park. What's even more spectacular is when the clouds touch the edge of Bokor Mountain. These circumstances provide stunning scenes, and you literally find yourself above the clouds. #4 Bokor Hill Station. In 1921, the French colonial rule built a village on top of Bokor Mountain to use as a summer getaway. With Bokor Mountain reaching a height of 1048 meters, it was the perfect place to avoid the crowd and heat. Nowadays, the Sokimex Investment Group owns the rights of the Cambodian government to rebuild Bokor Hill Station, but it won't stop with rebuilding the place. The plan is to build hotels, golf clubs, and restaurants. It's a shame that this authentic place is being transformed into a place for luxury and leisure. Don't hesitate to visit while it is still authentic. #5 Le Bokor Palace. The well-known Le Bokor Palace Hotel was first opened in 1925 by the French. The hotel that is positioned between the clouds of Bokor Hill in Cambodia was abandoned in 1946 during the Indochina War. After reopening it in 1962, it took only 10 years till it got abandoned again. This time, Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge forces took over the area and used it as a stronghold. The Khmer Rouge managed to hold the stronghold until the early 90s. After several years of renovation, the Bokor Palace reopened its doors in 2018 to function as a 6-star hotel and casino. #6 The Bokor Church. The old abandoned church at Bokor Hill Station is still in its original state as the French built it back in the day. The contrast of the with orange moss-covered church at the edge of Bokor Mountain with fog gives us stunning scenery. When you walk your way left of the church, you'll reach a viewpoint, and those views will not disappoint. Walking among the church is one of the highlights at Bokor Hill Station. #7. Admire the Popokovil Waterfall. The Popokville Waterfall is the only waterfall in the Kampot province and is located not too far from the Bokor Hill Station. Although you see great pictures of this small waterfall on the internet, don't aim too high with your expectations. During the dry season, there isn't that much to see, and the best time to visit the Popokville Waterfall is during monsoons. Near the waterfall, you can find a small restaurant that sells local food and drinks. #8. Overlook the scenic Gulf of Thailand. At 1048 meters above sea level, you have a great panoramic view over the Gulf of Thailand when the sky is clear. From all of the attractions in Preah Monivong National Park, you have a great overview, but we prefer the viewpoint at the Bokor Church, or the one on the right side at Wat Sampov Pram. Bokor National Park Travel Essentials. Where to stay in Kampot. With the Bokor National Park located in the Kampot province, Kampot is the best place to settle yourself for a few days. Kampot is a lively city where life feels slow, making it one of my absolute favorite places in the whole of Cambodia. Chances are that you stay a little longer than originally planned. Below you can find some of our favorite hotels in Kampot. The Weather Vertical Bar. The best time to visit Bokor National Park. Because of the height that Bokor Mountain reaches, the temperature is lower than around the coast in Kampot. The mountain is also well known for being cloudy, and when clouds pass by, the temperature most likely drops. The year-round average temperature is around 25 degrees. Monsoon Cambodia has a tropical climate, and the result of that is the monsoon that runs from June to October. You can still visit Cambodia during the monsoon as it only rains for around 2 hours a day. With a high chance of rain, it is wise to bring a rain jacket and some warm clothes. How long should I stay in Bokor National Park? The highlights of the Bokor National Park can all be seen in half a day, but to truly appreciate each of them, I recommend visiting the park a full day. If you're thinking about hiking in Bokor Mountain, it is wise to plan a few days. The easiest and most efficient way to explore the park is with a motorbike. It's easy to park your motorbike once you reach one of the attractions and explore the area on foot. Eventually, I did it in half a day with a guided tour, but if I could do it again, I would rent a motorbike instead and take some more time to experience the park.